What is going on, Governor Chisgule here, and today we're going to chill out, battle it a little bit in the open field against barbarians. It's not yet the kill event, but we're so close in Mighty Governor. Oh, we're so close. If you like Rise of Kingdoms videos where we chill, we answer your questions, and get you the truth. I don't know what that even really means, but the truth is out there, then you should like and subscribe, because we're just chilling this evening, because it's Mighty Governor, but it's the day of the event where there's actually, like, nothing we do. Sort of. We'll talk about what it is you can do for this part of the event. Most people are still building up their power. We are not, but that's cool. Let's get a look in the chat, see who's here. A bunch of folks were in the pre-show, the 5 minutes with no warning that I gave before streaming. King Salad is here. Solid. Corey is here. Savage, Nick, Slavic, Lance, Messi, DevQ, WT. Holy moly, and a whole bunch of other folks. What's going on, party people? We're hanging out, chilling on day 4 of the Mighty Governor. We are in the middle of a Mighty Governor push. That's right, we're sitting in 6th. Woo! Holy freaking moly. King of Armenia with the $100 donation. Oh my gosh, thank you for that super chat. Wow. Tonight's off to a good start. Holy moly. Good to see you watching King of Armenia out of nowhere. Kantos with the $2 super chat as well. Says, keep up good content. Will do. Oh, King of Armenia's message is boom. Boom indeed. There's a reason they color that super chat red, and that is because you blew up the chat. We have a new channel member as well. Holy cow, my notifications are blowing up here. Welcome, Slavic. How's it going? Good to have you as a member of the channel. Whew, well, that was an explosive start to the live stream that I was not expecting. Someone says, buy a gold chest, lol. Gold chest time. On the topic of gold, we do have a lot of gold chests here. 101. How does this even happen, by the way? Like, how we went to like 0 keys to 100 keys in like a week, and I honestly am not sure what happened here. TBH. I guess that's just like... I guess that's just the Alliance chest that got us here. It's crazy. White Tigers are crazy. We're enjoying being in the White Tigers. Really solid Alliance. Cruising at almost 8.8. Jeez, billion power. I mean, this is nuts. This is nuts. Oh, man. King of Armenia says, King Talib cannot be zeroed. Well, I mean, let's see here. King Talib is in the Alliance now, right? Didn't he? Oh, yeah, he's right over here. Bada boom. So, I mean, you go for someone in the Alliance, you go for the whole Alliance. That would be a silly, silly choice to do that in this kingdom. Anyways, do you know what I think is funny? Do you know what I think is funny? Is that everybody should check their garrison commanders. Like right now, while you're watching this video, check your garrison commanders. Because a funny thing happened the other day in the kingdom. I'm going to battle some barbs and tell some stories and then answer your questions. So I wasn't paying attention, sent my gatherers into the territory of another alliance because I was not paying attention, and came back on, and my freaking armies had been killed off. And I was like, well, shucks. So I scout the people who did it, even though, like, they sent me a nice message that was actually pretty chill, saying, like, hey, sorry, you're on our territory. I don't know, whatever. All that aside. So when I scouted them, it came back and, like, all the wrong garrison commanders were in place. And these were high-power players. And I was like, guys, you've got to fix your garrison commanders. So PSA, fix your freaking garrison commanders. They keep changing. So you think they're set, they're not. Just double check. Because, like, man, who am I hitting? So the player's got the wrong Garrison commander set up. What's my Ethelfled at right now? Well, Shane, I will answer that question for you. We are slow rolling our Ethelfled, and you should slow roll your Ethelfled too, most likely. We're at 5-2-3 to level 36. The thing we're slow rolling is the level. You actually can't accelerate the skills because you can only get them as fast as they come from the expedition, which we are purchasing every single day. And the reason we're slow rolling is because of this skill here, which elevates the experience that you get from barbarians. Over time, this commander is going to hit level 60, and it's not even going to be that much time. All our other peacekeepers, and I wish I could sort by that, but I can't. All our other peacekeepers are level 60, so it's basically wasted experience on your peacekeepers at that point. So don't put a ton of experience gems into your peacekeepers. How's that for the answer to your question? Hey, Chisgule, can I see your CPO build? Yes, you can see my CPO build anytime. Links in the description to my Discord. We're gonna show it here too. We're gonna show it here too. I'm not gonna do you like that and just say go somewhere else. We'll show it here. But check out the link in the description. Go to my Discord. I have all my builds on there. Check them out. And we have a previous video, and I doubt I'll remember to do this if I come back and edit this later, but maybe I'll get a card up in the top over here, linking to my epic build guide. It was like in the last week or two, we came up with commander builds for literally every single epic, so you should check that out. We've got all those builds together. Is Kusunoki good for Garrison for a free-to-play player? Yes. If you think you're going to get swarmed, that's a great choice. I've got a video that talks about whether or not you're going to get swarmed or rallied. It's called Punish Enemy Defenders. And although unfortunately, the build advice is no longer top tier, the commander pairing advice and the concept of swarm and rally is super relevant. I would definitely recommend you go check that out. Shane says, well, I got zeroed 4 days ago, lost 1.6 million troops. Oh, but luckily my hospital saved 220k, and I mass trained 250k T4 archers because I maxed Yi Seong-Ye and El Cid. Yi Seong-Ye and El Cid. How many? Ooh, hold on. Can we see kills? We can see kills. 4 million kills on my Yi Seong-Ye. That feels low to me, and the reason it's low is because we got so beaten down in KVK that we were sending like partial armies a lot of the time, so maybe that's a lower kill count than it should be. Let me tell you, our Yi Seong-Ye killed a lot of troops in KVK. A lot of troops. It's actually pretty wacky. Where is B for LN? Pretty sure B is currently in JWM. We actually hung out with B. Fun fact. We went to Hong Kong. Not to for the express purpose of hanging out with B, but we happened to be in Hong Kong. We happened to meet up with B. B treated me to the finest dim sum I have ever had in my entire life and expect I ever will have. It was freaking fun as hell. Anyways. Man, Saladin is stronger than Khan. That would disappoint you, Chisgule. Saladin is stronger than Khan, you don't say. Is Saladin stronger than Khan? I mean, that's a bold assertion. I'm not sure that's true. I'm not sure that's true. Hey, Chisgule, do you think Yi Seong-Ye primary Mehmed secondary is good? It's not bad, but it's not as good as other things. I think you'll do a lot of AoE, a lot of elevated damage. Not the worst thing to rally a flag with, honestly, but, Mehmed is really optimized for hitting cities. That's the thing that you should be doing with Mehmed when he's maxed. King of Armenia says, Saladin is based on power if you sort commanders by power. Huh. Does Saladin have a higher base power than everybody else? Mike 3. Oh, Mike says, what the hell is AoE? Glad you asked. AoE stands for Area of Effect. It comes from MMORPGs, I think is the origin of that terminology. MMO, massively multiplayer online RPG role-playing game. DPS is damage per second. HPS, healing per second. I don't know, are there other acronyms we should go over here? There probably are some other all-purpose gaming acronyms we should talk about. Chisgule, Spooby is almost at 10k. Can you help him get here for Spoobster? Spooby and I did a number of collaboration videos back in the day. We have one that's like really embarrassing that was supposed to be like an epic rap battle where it was going to be like I was repping Kusunoki, I think, and he was repping Sun Tzu, and it was supposed to be this like back and forth, like you could like hear the beat, and I'm like dropping logic, and then he drops logic, and it just didn't turn out like that at all. Oh my gosh, there's nothing like that. But the final edit was pretty funny. How would you spend gems as a free to play from Slavic? My recommendation for gem spending as a free to play. Ooh, that's a tough one. I would generally be saving your gems. I would be generally saving your gems for a wheel event where you really want to unlock the commander like Richard the First. That's probably what I would be doing. So my advice is to not spend them and to save them up for something really, really special. You could spend them on, like everyday stuff that's high value, but I just don't think that's amazing. Chis, when should I switch from military tech to economic? My economic is almost 0. So that's a fantastic question. How do you balance economic tech and military tech? I've seen players go all in on military. I've seen players go all in on economic. That's this guy. I started with a pretty heavy focus on economic tech after I got my T4s, of course. And that is because that economic technology is going to be of value to you for a really, really long time. So, if I were to go in here and just get a look at technology, because my gosh, has it been a long time since we've actually looked in the academy, no reason to. What I'll point out is that pretty early on, you get access to engineering and mathematics. And that is the set of technology that I would really invest in heavily. Even as you're cranking out military tech, be sure to make sure you're working on engineering, that you work on mathematics, because those make a really big difference. So not only are they a great long-term investment, they're going to help you with your progression in the game pretty substantially. So push up in your military tech, definitely unlock your T4s, right? That's very important. But as you go, do not neglect engineering and mathematics. Those are absolutely freaking crucial. The real loco. Hey, Chis. I have Max Mina and Cao Cao and Khan at 5-5-1. And all epics maxed. Okay. Pretty solid situation. How should I pair my 2 cavalry marches on open field? Ooh. So the best cavalry march in the game, in my opinion, is going to be Khan with Cao Cao. Then you would pair your Minamoto with probably Pelagius. But this is going to depend a little bit on the levels of your commanders as well. I'm going to assume that max means it's max level and skills on your Minamoto and Cao Cao. I would try to get Khan to... Oh, Khan is 5-5-1. Not 5-5-1-1, just 5-5-1. Is that what your Khan is? So he's like not leveled up at all. If he's not leveled up at all, let's assume he's not leveled up at all. In that case, I would do probably Pelagius primary with Khan secondary, and then Mina primary with Cao Cao secondary for the open field. Assuming that you're like, battling open field, not like killing farmers or something. That's probably what I would do. If you're killing farmers, use your Cao Cao as the primary. Probably even Mina as the secondary, honestly. Like, you don't need a... Well, no, Cao Cao with Khan would be the way to go. There's pros and cons, actually, to each approach. The advantage of Minamoto is that you're actually not as fast all the time, but you're also not slowed when you're being attacked. The advantage of Khan is that Khan's a bit faster when he's not getting hit, but he's a bit slower when he is. All right. If I migrate to one of the new kingdoms, do you think I can get Richard and Isong? Yeah, it depends. It depends on their wheel cycles. So if you've timed their wheel cycles, and holy moly, a long way to go for that barbarian, then sure, you can pick those up. No worries. As long as you're in before those wheels have happened, you're good to go. Heck, if you really time it in a way that's pretty slick, what you can do is get the first 2 days of your wheel event, have maxed out the wheel, and still while you're on the second day of the wheel event, boom, jump to the new kingdom and max out the wheel in the new kingdom too. Now that's freaking slick. You know, another really good use of gems, just thinking back to like how should I spend my gems? Occasionally there are events that have like a gem buy-in, and you definitely want to have a small number of gems for that gem buy-in. That is freaking crucial. Hey Chess, what do you think about Richard and Alex? I think it's a sweet combo. Richard and Alex, freaking awesome. Nova says, why are there action points? The reason there's action points is because they want to constrain the amount of free value you can get by virtue of just spending time in the game. If you could infinitely spend your action points, I mean, like, if there were no action points at all, what would the problem with that be? What would the problem with that be? I'll say it the other way. The thing that action points rewards today is players who manage their action points well. Players who manage their action points well are rewarded by winning events. I actually am not sure what the value is of the action points. It's just a constraining factor on how much you can do at any moment in time. Richard the First, good in the Garrison? Yes, AJ, he most certainly is. Nick says, how often are we live? You know, I'd say once every week and a half or so we're live. Do you like when we go live? If you do, we can go live more often. Definitely let me know in the comments, like the video. That's how I know. Hey Chess, I got Richard from the wheel, have him at 5-1. Awesome. I got Cao Cao recently, was wondering who I should focus on. I have Minamoto at 5-3-4-1, currently paired with Pelagius 5-5-2-1. Okay. So I prefer Richard as your focus for a number of reasons. First of all, Richard's a garrison commander. You probably need that. Second of all, they're a really sweet infantry commander and quite resilient. You can use them in the open field to do work. You just have to be smart about how you're doing that, right? You got to be like, because they're not very fast. You got to battle near a safe structure so that you can get into a safe space. The other thing that's a huge advantage to working on like Richard as opposed to Cao Cao is that when you've expertised your Cao Cao, every single Cao Cao sculpture you get for the rest of time is wasted. Whereas in this case, they're not wasted at all on Richard because Richard's not going to show up in a gold key. Richard's not going to show up on a wheel event. Well, assuming you've had all your Richard wheel events. We haven't had a Richard wheel event in like who the heck knows how long. Holy moly. So I would slowly work on your Richard. Should I migrate out of a kingdom, which is bound to lose, and 2 days before Eve? Many 50 million plus whales migrated into the 90-day-old kingdom, which gives them a huge advantage. Oh. If you think you're going to lose KVK, then you have to decide how important the KVK event is to you. This is probably one of the last times where they're going to be allowing migration before a KVK like that. It depends a lot on your relationships with the people of the kingdom that you're in. Yeah. It's a tough one. That's a tough call that I can't make for you, but I feel for the pain of the position you're in. Mimi YouTube just got a wheel spin that was fantastic. 4 times 500k food. Well, that's debatable. 1 con. Okay, that's pretty good. 4 8-hour trainings. Ooh, an 8 con and a 1 con. Yes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. At first, I was like, food. But then 10 con sculptures in 1 5-spot spin is pretty freaking great. Shane Malfers, forgot what alliance I'm in now. We are in the White Tigers. We're in the White Tigers. E. Holly is saying, how do I like Shop Titans? I like Shop Titans. It's really fun. It needs an end game, but the game's been out for like 4 weeks, so I'm sure they're figuring that out now. Who has tried Bella Delphine's water? That thing tastes good. Man, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Hey, check that out. Super chat from Tahora. That's going to show up on the screen in a second if it hasn't already. $20 super chat. Thank you very much for that. Slavic. I was from Kingdom 1248, and our kingdom was run by Chinese whales. They basically took everything by force and expected us to play along with them in KVK. My alliance ended up getting zeroed. Ouch, that is tough. That is a tough situation. That is a tough situation. KVK is tremendously fun, but also like a pretty intense experience. It really puts alliances through their paces, and man, KVK. What are the requirements to join White Tigers? Good question. Holy moly. Multiple donations. What is going on here? It's a donation explosion. A $10 donation from Mad Hatter. More live streams. Well, that's pretty clear feedback on live streams. And Vetus YouTube, you're the best. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Really appreciate those donations. I guess y'all like the live streams. Hanging out, answering your questions. Let's do this thing. Gotta stay hydrated or we're gonna lose our voice. This is the secret to the live stream. I've done live streams before where it's like 2 hours later and I'm like, oh God, why did I not get a cup of water before I started? What was your faith achievement score in KVK? The one with the kill count. We did break the 50 million required to get the 10 legendary sculptures for kills in KVK. So we did get 50 million severely injured troops. And by get, I mean we inflicted it. Ha ha ha. Disturbed Soul says B is in JWM. Yes, great guy. Yes, he is. Shanazun says, we like carrots. You know, carrots are really good for you. I can't argue with that. Alex Hurst says, look at KVK 137. Kingdom 1291, top 32 alliance, is getting battered after trying to demand the other kingdoms involved. Interesting. Yeah, you can get ganged up on KVK. We experienced that. What's the best garrison pair and best garrison pair to go up against an archer rally? You know, garrison pairings are a really interesting question. We did a video recently about best commander pairings. I think we did Garrison. We definitely did Flag. Here's what we're using. Martel and Yi Seong-Ye. Martel elevates the damage of Yi Seong-Ye with the first skill, and then Yi Seong-Ye goes completely ham. This makes it so that the enemy has to think a very different way about how they reinforce their rallies, because if they're not careful, you're going to hit their troops and mess them up in the open field. That disruption is really quite powerful, and if you position your city in a way such that you're near mountains, you can potentially really mess up their rally depending on the direction the rally is coming from. Hey, Chisgule, I have YSG 5300 and Khan 5511. Who would you invest gold sculptures in? Next, I'm thinking Yi Seong-Ye, even though Khan is further ahead and a rally monster. Okay, Tahora, this depends. If you're a big spender in Rise of Kingdoms and you're well on your way to T5s and you're one of the top players in the kingdom, then you can actually bully in the open field. If you can bully in the open field, then actually Khan is really good at rallying stuff. Khan Sao, we think, is one of the best rallying combos in the game. That said, Yi Seong-Ye is also busted good for defenses and rallies because the AoE is going to get you kills when you're in a structure defending. That AoE gets kills rather than severely wounded. So, thank you for the $5 super chat from Redline. Chiss for president. Hey, really appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. I miss you, man. I miss my friends in Legion. So continuing with that thought on Yi Seong-Ye versus Khan, the advantage of Yi Seong-Ye is that he also is a freaking garrison commander, which means you can put him on your city wall. So I would say that if you don't have your city wall 100% covered yet, you should create a situation where it is with legendary commanders that are maxed out, and that's a great situation to work towards, assuming you're a spender. You've got a con, you must be pretty far along with your kingdom. If you've already got Charles and Richard 100% maxed out, then you can consider con if what you want to do is lead rallies against flags or really crush it with a single army in the open field. I think overall, however, Is Solimar has probably got the better utility, quite frankly. Whew. Dogs or cats? I would argue cats because they make for funny photos. Chisgule, my free-to-play account has VIP level 8 without even buying a pack. I've gone to City Hall 21 in 4 days. Wow, because of the whales in your alliance. You, my friend Shane, have ended up in a great alliance. Nicely done. Alex Hurst, I'm in Kingdom 1290. Nice. Vitas YouTube with 2 $1 donations. Hey, thank you for those $1 super chats. Much appreciated. Man, the questions are flowing in. I'm trying to keep up, but it is tough. I'm doing the best I can, friends. I'm doing the best I can. My Richard is 5121. Should I use him? I'm free to play. Yes. 5111 is good enough for Richard. You've got 5121. Use it. Holy moly, what's happening? 2 more $1 super chats from Vitas. Thank you for those super chats. Much appreciated. Holy moly. Well, I guess y'all really like the live streaming. Should we keep live streaming? Is that a thing that we should do more often? Looks like it. Holy moly. Use Joan with Ethelfled for buffs and debuffs. Yes, I like that combo. I do like that combo. Right now, we've got Ethelfled running around. We're leveling up Osmond with our Ethelfled. We're just hitting some barbs. No big deal. We should probably actually send some gatherers out. That's the thing we should do. That is the thing we should do. And we should go look at the chat to answer more questions. Look at that. Nobody wants wood. We have so much freaking wood, it's ridiculous. It is freaking ridiculous. Slavic, I feel like live streams are better because you can answer our questions live. It's true. I used to have more time to answer questions in the comments. That's not a thing I have a ton of time for anymore. Is Joan the main commander? The Joan can be the main commander. It depends on which one you've got leveled up more. I've got my Joan spec'd for gathering, and I wouldn't change that. But if you were using Joan of Arc as the primary, just as a thought exercise here, and we do have an epic build video that covers this much more in depth, I'd probably do something like this, ultimately making your way up here for the additional march speed. Then you've got some flex points where you can go other places. That would probably be the sort of build that you would go for. Very important question in here. We need to answer this very important question. Waffles or pancakes? Man, this is a tough one. We've got an original pancake house that serves up some freaking ridiculous pancakes. And I don't know if you've ever had a Swedish pancake. It's like a thin, lacy, but like the size of like your entire torso, and you get 3 of them in a stack. They're like really spectacular. They're like halfway between a crepe and a pancake. They make a really strong argument for pancakes being freaking sweet. But waffles can come in the form of chicken and waffles, and chicken and waffles has to be the winner here. So we're gonna go with freaking chicken and waffles. Fried chicken and waffles. When we were in Vegas, we got the most ridiculous chicken and waffles on the face of the earth. Oh my god, it was freaking amazing. Beards with 2 $1 super chats. Cheers. Thank you for the donations, my friend. Chisgule, bro. How about Barca and Alexander? That's my combo. Is it okay or not? That's a fascinating combination that I don't understand. So the advantage of Barca... Holy moly, we keep getting notifications. Y'all are off the chain today. Caitlin Huntley, $5 donation For a low to mid spender, what are your thoughts on pairing legendary and epic commanders to specialize in each category in your commander list? I think that's an A+ choice. Mix it up so that you can have your dedicated armies for infantry, your dedicated armies for cavalry, and so forth. That's a totally fine strategy. The only situation where I would change that around is a situation in which you really can only have one army or two armies, and you need it to be the very best armies you can bring, in which case go with all legendary. But if you're bringing many, many armies, then yeah, mix it up, and that's totally fine. In fact, it makes a ton of sense in order to bring the maximum combination of effective armies, which, by the way, if you haven't seen my video about murder balls, I was going to say card is in the top, but we're doing this live, so I can't actually put a card in the top. You want to think about the dynamic of all of the armies you're bringing, and mixing legendaries and epics is totally fine. Back to the topic of Barca with Alexander the Great, which I think Alex was the choice here. See, Alex wants all infantry, whereas Barca is really interested in having a mix of troops because of this skill here. Barca's also really interested in elevating damage, and because you're elevating the damage of your troops for the next 3 seconds, I like to pair them with a commander that does high damage rather than no damage at all, which is what Alexander does. So you can pair them together to have a buffing, debuffing army. I just think you might be able to find better out there. Whew, the question bomb is real. Hi, Chis, do you think free-to-play can reach T5? Yes, I just heard recently from a free-to-play player who reached T5. It is a milestone for the game. The first player I have heard that claims to be free-to-play truly, and has reached T5. It is a doable thing. It is a doable thing. The way you have to play is a little bit differently, though. Hey, Chisgule, is your mini account still in Legion? No, my mini is in Kingdom 39 now, which is where I am. What's better, Max Sun Tzu at level 45 or Charles Martel level 50 at 5223? Depends on what you're doing. I mean, Charles Martel's definitely better all around as a commander at that tiering of skills. However, man, I think in the open field, Sun Tzu just has incredible staying power. I actually think it's almost incorrect to plan to be battling in the open field with a huge number of armies when you think the enemy is going to have a lot of armies, and to not use Sun Tzu. He's just too good for the rage generation and the AoE and elevating the damage of another commander. It's just freaking spectacular. Freaking spectacular. Do you see Yi Seong-Ye coming to the wheel anytime, do you think? Depends on your kingdom. Not to Kingdom 39. We had them a long time ago. I'm honestly surprised they didn't move them over to gold keys, but I don't know. Hey, Chess, I've got an Ulji at 53 with Charles 550. Yes, it's Ulji at level 53. I'm going to assume it's expertise. With Charles at 5511. Should I replace Ulji with a 5111 Charles as soon as I get him? Do you mean Richard? You probably mean Richard. You could. I don't think there's a rush to. I think 5111 is great, but you can do better. And as it gets better, then yes, it'll be an easy choice to make. What kind of rewards do you get for being a content creator? Literal 0 rewards in-game for being a content creator. They used to do rewards, and then that backfired pretty spectacularly, so no rewards for being a content creator in-game. We do, however, get some amount of compensation, which, what I do with that is up to me. But it is no in-game compensation at all. Nightmares. Pikachu, Chis, I have enough for full cavalry march. Do I go for full skill tree or full cavalry tree for Mina? Whoa, so glad you asked. You should check out my epic build guide, which is another video, where we ran through all of that sort of stuff. But for Minamoto, he's a legendary. Here's the build that we're using, and we think's really pretty spectacular. We used to have full skill tree, but we really felt like we were taking too much damage. We also noticed that we were in a lot of really short skirmishes anyways, where you don't need the longer-term value that Feral Nature gives you when compared to Rally and Cry. So pardon me, we think this is the best build for Minamoto for open field. Should I focus on my 4-2-4-2 Cao Cao or my 5-5-1-0 Saladin as free to play? Wow, you have a 5-5-1-0 Saladin as free to play? Focus on Saladin. Focus on Saladin. Am I confident that that's what I would recommend? Yeah. Yeah, I think Saladin's the play there. Hi, Charles Martel is 5-4-5-3. My Richard is 5-3-3-1. And I'm 18 million power. Who should I focus on first? I think Richard is a better focus for the reasons I was mentioning earlier about the fact that once you've expertised a commander, any extra sculptures you get for them are worthless. You won't get Richard from keys, so you will get Charles from keys, however. So I would expertise the commander you can't get from your keys. Ooh, questions on questions. Michael says he came first in Mighty Governor. As a free-to-play? That's freaking stupendous. How the heck did you do that? What are your thoughts on the restriction for migration in the top 32 alliances? I think it's totally legit and fine. Can you show your individual power rankings, please? All caps, from CM Chapo. Yes, we can. Holy moly, we're getting scouted. Typical. Okay. By the way, in KVK, we got scouted so much. Like, you would have thought we were a porcupine with how many freaking red lines we had going to our city. Let's get a look here. Let's get a look here at rankings, individual power. The man, the myth, the freaking 300 million power plus player, Solimar, sitting at number 1. Your friend of mine, King of Armenia, sitting at number 2. He plays Shop Titans with us. It's pretty fun. Number 3, I actually don't know how to pronounce this. Stabilizer, King Bob, Python, Bazark, Slurpee, King Talib, Red Arrow, Mobor. Wow, there's a lot of people ahead of me. Holy moly. We are 17th. We are 17th. Fenor, getting a peek at my Isong Ye talents. Sure. We can peek at Isong Ye. Here's what we're using. We use this for flag defense because we knew we were going to be getting a mixed army to support it, most likely. So we wanted to minimize our investment into talents that would not be helpful because we had a mixed army. Also true for rallies where we think they're likely to be mixed. Plus, like a rally that runs long gets a lot of benefit from this. Arguably, though, we should swap over to a build like this or like this. One of these two. If what we want to do is, be rallying stuff in a very serious capacity in Ark of Osiris, where we actually can get 100% compliance on what's in the rally. Anton says, yo, what's up, Chisgule? Yo, what's up, Anton? Should I invest more in Alexander or Charles? Do you want, it depends. Are you taking them to their expertise skills? Do you need a garrison commander? Like, Charles is a good garrison commander. If you don't have your garrison commanders figured out yet, then I think that's a fine choice to go with Charles. Chisgule, would you say a 5-1-1-1 Richard can be a good primary garrison commander? Yeah, I think they can be fine. With the right talents. Check out my video about change your garrison talents now. I point as if there'll be a card in the top, but I'm not actually putting cards in the video as we speak. Chis, on what level expedition is your mini right now? Oh, it's embarrassing. We're like level 36 with the mini. We have not done that in way too long. We should push on the mini. In fact, I'm tempted to swap over to the mini to do that right now. Instead, I'm going to hit this barbarian. I just started playing 30 minutes ago. Wow. Welcome aboard, Dashwan. You've found a useful resource to you on YouTube. Eldon says, Chisgule, what happened to your mini? My mini's still around. My mini's still chilling, gathering resources. Tag says, I'm getting $20 and I'm getting a passport. What should be the last 15 be spent at 2 million power? So if you're at 2 million power, that's pretty early in the game. I would be asking, like, why are you migrating at 2 million power? Any recommendations for an epic commander for the kill event? I really like Pelagius. Pelagius is a cavalry commander. They can move really, really fast. So if you're doing serious battling, then I like the charge talents that you can get from that commander, and I like the cavalry generally faster. That said, we're talking epic commanders for the kill event. You're probably killing farmers, in which case your clutcheteer, for sure, is going to be Belisarius. If you're running around killing farmers, Belisarius is your clutcheteer. And let me just run over to Cao Cao, who has the same talent trees, but this is the build for maximum speed that you could use. Hey, do you have any tips to game power faster? I'm almost to 1 million. Make sure that your buildings are always doing stuff. That is really crucial to gaining a lot of power, right? Like, you should always be training troops. You should always be upgrading buildings. You should always have research going. You should always have your gatherers out getting stuff. That sort of stuff will go a really long way. And gosh, we've got a video from like a zillion years ago where we gained like 6 million power. Oh man, pardon me. Long day. Wow, I can't believe I just yawned. You should check out that old video if you can find it. Why is Khan being ranked higher than Is Solimar in your legendary rankings? Because Khan is a part of the very best rally combo in the game. Khan Cao Cao is the literal #1 rally combo, and that alone is enough to make that commander the very best, because for KVK, it's freaking crucial. Is Solimar is also crucial, but if you rally an all-archer flag with Is Solimar El Cid as the defenders, and you're sending Cao Cao with freaking Khan as the primary, like, you're just going to obliterate them. It's going to be a bloodbath, and yeah. Hey, Chess, who can I pair with my Max Mina? Cao Cao is 5'2", 5'1", or Max Pelagius. Do Cao Cao. That was an easy one. Once you're over 5-1-1-1 on a legendary, it's considerable, and once you're over like 5-3-1-1 on a legendary, it's very likely to be the case that the legendary is the better pick. Do you think K290 will drop off of top 32? No clue. No clue. Little Squirtle. Which commander should I use my 400 legendary sculptures on? Wow, you got 400. I mean, it depends on what commanders you've got, and it depends on whether or not you're spending. If you're a free-to-play, like, I would wait for, like, the one commander you're going all in on. And we know that they recently announced two new legendary commanders. I don't know where they come from, however. But maxing out a legendary commander right when they come out, like, seems pretty tempting. So unless you have, like, a compelling reason to spend those sculptures now, I would hold on to them, potentially. I honestly, the only reason I spent on Khan for the last Arc of Osiris was because we were up against, the folks that we were playing against in KVK, and we maximized our potential to have an impact in that matchup. Chisgule, what civilization would you say is best for cavalry? I think Germany is really quite good. The troop training is freaking crucial. 5% troop training is really great. Germany's a great civilization. Tag Chassis. Hey, Chess. Spending because I quit for a while and didn't get high enough power, and now a dead kingdom. Should the next 15 be donated? Should the next 15 be donated? 15 what? Donated to what? Stephanie Burke. Here's $2 to buy yourself some ROK packs. Cheers, Stephanie. We do spend a lot of money on ROK packs. That's no joke. The next big spending we'll probably do is, I have to think it's going to be $385 to max purchase Call of the Ancients. That's probably what we'll do. E. Holly, I don't even play this, but liking the stream. What game do you play? What game do you play? What is the talent tree for Pelagius? The same talent tree for Minamoto. The same talent tree for Minamoto, but we do have Pelagius at 60, and here's what we're using. This is, in my opinion, the best open field cavalry build for your Pelagius. Where can you find the top 32 kingdoms? Ooh, Tag donated 15 to me. Woo! Thanks for that. Let me see here. That's got to be... Dude, the chat's been so insane. The chat's been so insane. Holy moly. Holy moly. I can't even go back that far in chat. Can I see your con talents? Sure. Here's the con talents. Also, in my opinion, best configuration in the game. Sort of. I should say sort of. This is the archer configuration. So if you were like rallying a flag that had Yi Seong-Ye and they thought they were being slick bringing archers. Here's the skill tree with Naked Rage. We basically just swapped out the halberd talents for Naked Rage, which is going to be a problem if your rally gets swarmed. And here's Cav Naked. Cav Naked. So it's Cavalry Tree Max with Naked Rage, which I don't think is going to be the best build, but we need to test it. Tag Chassis. Just waiting for birthday money. You and me both. It's a long time till my birthday, though. How much year have you played this game? We have been playing Rise of Kingdoms since September of last year. Pretty crazy. Stephanie, Chisgule says, what kingdom do you live in? Kingdom 39. We are in the White Tigers of Kingdom 39. Someone asked earlier if we could go in and show how you see which kingdoms are top 32. It is the Imperium Kingdoms. I'm not entirely sure what that's an icon of, but that icon means Imperium Kingdom. So if we're cruising along here, Kingdom 2 is an Imperium Kingdom, Kingdom 16. Wow, no one in this continent. Kingdom 30, War 39. 42 and 46 are Imperium Kingdoms. 50 and 52 are. Wow. Yeah, okay, that's not surprising. I mean, I'm a little surprised 56 is not an Imperium Kingdom. I guess they all moved out or something. 51 fell off the Imperium Kingdom list, which is interesting. That's interesting. Huh. All right. So this is how you would see where the Imperium Kingdoms are. It's pretty interesting that it's not all the youngest kingdoms. You would think that all the oldest kingdoms. You would think that all the oldest kingdoms would be the Imperiums. Wait a minute. Okay. Huh. They all have the name Content of Ergia, but then a dash next to it. That's interesting. Huh. I never noticed that before. That's weird. Ergia with no name. Wow, we're up to Kingdom 1423. Whoo. Wow. Wow. All right. For those of you that have made it this far into the stream, we should do some announcements. Some announcements. First of all, there's some sort of tournament going on in our kingdom for the kill event. You should like and subscribe if you want to see what the heck that looks like, because we're going to definitely film that or stream it. And that should be in the next day or two. And Jody says, what does a sponsored content creator mean? Sponsored content creators have some amount of access to a small number of people that work at Lilith in order to provide feedback. We get a small amount of compensation for making videos about Rise of Kingdoms on a regular schedule. I think of being as a sort of sponsored content creator as an opportunity to have a positive influence on the direction of the game by representing community feedback to developers, but I have to be very selective on what feedback I give. Otherwise, I'm crying wolf all the time, and you know, I sort of lose the messages I'm giving lose meaning. So when I advise on something, I usually go in pretty heavy on whatever that advisement might be. Did I spin the wheel? What wheel, man? We don't have a wheel. So the events vary by kingdom. We don't have one right now. Hey, by the way, one thing we promised for the Mighty Governor not troop training portion, for the Power Day, which is kind of where we're at now. Let's see here. You get rewards, increasing your troop power, building power, and technical power. There's a couple techniques you can use here. The technique that we used was to basically train a bunch of troops using army extenders beyond the number of days it would take to go from day one of Mighty Governor to today. Because if we wanted to do a lot of troop training, we could speed up a lot of troops by buying a bunch of speed ups. We'd only do that if we felt like our position was changing pretty substantially. But the real hack is on day one, after you finish all your crazy troop training, to use an army extender that makes it so that your troops finish training on this day of the Mighty Governor. Pro tip. Pro freaking tip. In other news, we're going on a big vacation, which is pretty exciting. We're going on a big vacation, and we're going to be away for like a solid 2 weeks. While we're away, we are going to have a bunch of videos that we've pre-recorded. Some amount of that stuff's going to be evergreen, commander guides, and guidance that is good all the time. Some of that is going to be reviewing things that we haven't yet shared from KVK. So for those of you that were watching KVK pretty closely for Kingdom 51, we've got video footage of freaking King Shart and also Death Squad getting rallied. We're definitely going to show that footage. We've got to dig through our archives to find it, but I'm 99% sure that it's in there. A lot of cool footage coming while we're away on vacation with no ability, by the way, to record and upload videos. Flatiron. What would you do if your king is greedy and is part of a powerhouse multi-alliance? Is KVK already a loss? KVK is all about diplomacy with other kingdoms. That's really the question. So I don't know, like a greedy powerhouse king can be fine, as long as your kingdom is well positioned in the continent. Chisgule, if you restarted, what would I do different? I would have spent more money sooner so that I could power up faster and win a bunch of Mighty Governors and do more wheel events. That's what I would do differently. That is what I would do differently. Echo Gaming showing up. What's going on, dude? Good to see you. If you haven't been to Echo Gaming's channel, you should definitely check that out. He and I do a bunch of collabs on Rise of Kingdoms. He also covers other games. Pretty sweet. Pretty freaking sweet. What kill event rules should be established in Young Kingdoms? What a good question. First of all, you need to have rules about whether or not it's okay to hit cities and which cities are okay to hit if they are. You need to have rules about where farmers can and cannot be killed. You need to have rules about whether or not it's okay to farm or feed kills in the kill portion of the event from other players. Ori Jin League says Death Squad and King Shart are in Kingdom 1337. Why am I not surprised that they're an elite kingdom? Why am I not surprised that their kingdom is literally elite? I mean, like, they must have done that on purpose, right? Like, you don't You don't accidentally end up in Elite Kingdom as a power player like that, do you? Do you? Man, I can't find any barbs. I'm sending my guys back to town. They got to refill anyways. Is Saladin available in older kingdoms now? Yes. Our king destroyed kingdom relationship and motivate to your kingdom. Huh. Ah, they migrated to our kingdom. How about that? Stephanie Burke. I'm in a lack of legendary star lack of legendary star sculptures. What is the easiest way I can get them? Star sculptures for legendaries are tricky. I had the same problem. I still have the same problem. Whoa, I hear the donation sounds, but I don't see it. Holy moly! King Talib with a $100 donation. That donation, by the way, is showing up above my head, and his name is going to show up on the side over here because he donated with the link in the description to, shoot, what's the name of the service? Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Thank you for that donation. That's freaking awesome. Holy moly. I don't know how to handle myself here. $200 donations in a single stream. Holy jeez. King Talib with the Clutcheteer $100 donation. King Talib did have a lot of power gain in the troop training portion. Let's see here. If we look at the overall rankings, he is in third now. Really building up those troops. Holy moly, 130 million points, and I'm inclined to believe that's almost entirely from troop training, which is pretty nuts. We spent 500 days of training speed ups to get to this, to get to about 60 million. So, I mean, must have been like 1,200 days of donations or of speed ups. Hi, Big King K. I see you donating here. Where are you now, buddy? Where is Big King K now, anyways? That is a great question. That is a great question. It's a pain watching this game when you're poor. Even an expertise Mina is $200. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Minamoto is $200. It is a free-to-play game, and you can play the long game. You can play the slow game. It's just a different game than the ones that the sort of spenders are playing. And by that, I mean you are literally playing the same game, but the way you play has to shift. The way you play has to shift. Prince Skylark pointing out that I got my birthday money early with these donations. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This stream was pretty freaking sweet. I hear you loud and clear that y'all like when I stream. We'll do this again. We will definitely do this again soon. Well, I should say soon-ish, right? So we're going to be in a physical location where we cannot stream for about 2.5 weeks, starting next week. So maybe we'll get one more stream in before we go. Maybe. We'll see if we can pull that off. Hey, Chess, one question. I have my kingdoms in KVK, and my main is in the Lost Kingdoms, while my farm is in the kingdom. Yes, I think that's reasonable to have your farm in the old kingdom and your main in the KVK kingdom. That's what we did for almost all of KVK, and we actually required that because our kingdom was so crazy busy. There was no room for the farming alts in the Lost Kingdom. And good news, your farming alt had literally all of the old kingdom, the original kingdom, to farm in. So, plenty to do there. Chiss, our kingdom has the worst top 1 alliance. What can we do about it? Well, you can either battle them or migrate. Those are the choices. Or join them. Battle, join, migrate. We, in the past, have battled. I would say that I am closer to the members of Marv and some of the former members of Marv than even some of the former members of Legion, because we talked a lot. It definitely builds relationships. I mean, like, what are you trying to accomplish by battling? Like when you say they're the worst, like what are we accomplishing by warring with them? Is Solimar a millionaire? That is the $1,000,000 question. Groggy in the chat. What's going on, dude? I'm gonna make you an admin. We're overdue for that. Ab moderator. Boom. I go loud. Uh-oh. I hear donation sounds. Holy moly. King Talib with a $150 donation. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? My donation bar just maxed out. Ooh, well, thank you for that donation. My next pack purchase is sponsored by y'all who did the super chats and donations with the link in the description, with a big share of that sponsorship coming from King Talib. Thank you. I will enjoy getting those packs before the next Ark of Osiris to get a lot of healing speed ups. Woo! Holy moly. On the topic of healing speed ups, one of the very best bundles in the game, if you can believe it, is the bundle that you're offered when you're getting completely wrecked, the Fate Changer. Wow. Super chat from Stephanie. $10 donation. King Tali, you really are rich. I mean, you don't put king in your name for nothing. Right? Like, so the big donors this stream, the biggest donors, were from King of Armenia and King Talib. I'm not saying there's a pattern here, but I'm noticing a pattern. Let's look at King Talib's city. I've actually not looked at his city. We've got, I bet this is writing here. Oh yeah, there's Talib on the side. Nice. All right. Looks like all the production and troop buildings off to the side. Nice. Solid. Solid. No skin. Interesting choice to use no skin, by the way, for the city. Oh wait, that's not no skin. Wow, I'm just so used to the Thanksgiving skin as being my default that I thought that was no skin. Ha! That's funny. I thought it might be Arabic as well. Sole Umali is saying that this is Arabic. What does it mean? Is it Talib? Something else? Is it Arabic? Chisgule, would you say a 5-5-1-1 Minamoto can be good with Pelagius? Yes, definitely strong as a combination. Use it and do well. Mana says, good morning, Chisgule. Good morning. King Salid is saying it's Talib in Arabic. Cool. Cool. And he says, and Salam says, yep, it's his name. Okay, awesome. Whom shall I pair with Yi Sung-Ye 5-5-5-3? Do you have El Cid? El Cid's a good pairing. Also, surprising clutcheteer pairing for the open field is Sun Tzu. Right? Sun Tzu's a clutcheteer pairing. They both care about doing lots of damage. They generate a lot of rage. I actually used that combo of Yi Sung-Ye with Sun Tzu and did serious work. It was freaking fantastic. Loved it. Use it. Wreck with it. King Talib was at 1.0. Check his max power. I did see that. I mean, he's back up to 95 million power. What's really magical here is the 400 million kills. That is a large number of kills. The closest I've seen to that was from Death Squad. Chisgule Gaming, you're getting swarmed on live? I can't be getting swarmed. There's no swarm. Chis, can you visit Solimar's city? Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I'm as curious as you are. Where is Solimar? let's see here. Here's Inglorious, who is the Alliance leader. We recognize Dark Lord Vader and Laz, who were in Legion with us for a time. Friends of King of Armenia. Originally, they were in the same kingdom. Where is Solimar? Where, indeed. Do you know a better way to find the city? I think I do. Pro tip, check this move out. So we're going to go in. We're going to tap Solimar. We're going to hit Reinforce. Tap to join. I don't see a city here, but let's just do new troops. Let's send the cavalry. All right, now where are they going? 2-minute march this way. Nice. Where are we going? Aha! We found him. Ha! We've done it. I feel like a genius, by the way. I feel like a freaking genius. Did I invest over $5,000 in Rise of Kingdoms? Yes, Matthias. We most likely have invested over $10,000 in Rise of Kingdoms, and it might even be more than that, but I don't want to think about it. All right, little decoration in the front, Soli. And compressed city design here. Compressed city design. So we got our production buildings on the bottom, troops training in the middle. To the left, we got our hospitals. Looking good. And of course, flashing with the gold over here. How many troops does Soli have? Gosh, how many troops does Solimar have? Is there a way for us to see that? I don't think there is. There's no way for us to know. There's no way for us to know. Resource assistance. That's a lot of resource assistance. And that is a ridiculously low amount of resources gathered. Oh my god. 116 million? So he's sent gatherers out like maybe 300 times total. Hashtag whale life. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, 300 million power. This is insane. This is insane. Have we beaten the campaign? Yes, we've beaten the campaign expedition. That's Ark of Osiris. We've done it. Victory. Flame of the King. Love my videos. Hey, thank you very much for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Look how many troops King Talib has. I wonder if I will ever make it to half that number. Most of us will not make it to the number of troops that King Talib has currently. It's a lot of T5, assuredly. It is a lot of T5. So, like, we're at 81 million power, and here's what our troops look like. So, yeah. He's probably got 4 million T5s. You know, because we got a lot of T4s here. Or maybe he's got 5 million T5s. I don't know. There is a formula you can use to figure that out, actually. Can a free-to-play player reach T5? Yes. All right. Folks want us to look at King Talib's stats. Let's look at the more info. Holy jeez. 21 million troops dead. Oh, good lord. That's a fighter right there at 21 million dead. Unafraid to do battle. Wow, 9 billion resource assistance. Holy jeez. That is a lot of assisting. That is a lot of assisting. Can you tell Max Boadicea Pairings, love your videos and thanks for teaching the game. Happy to give a peek over here. Boadicea Pairings. Boadicea Pairings. Oh, I need to return my troops from Solimar City. Hold on. Okay. We don't actually need to reinforce the city. Boadicea. pairings. Here we go. That's what we were doing. So, the thing about Boudicca is that she doesn't care what kind of troops you have. She has no troop type. She does damage. She does buffs. She generates rage. She heals. She does debuffs. She can pair with just about anyone. The thing that's tough about Boudicca is that her skills are not amazing to use her as a primary. If you were using her as a primary, this is what it would look like. This is what I would do, is this breakdown here. You have some flexibility here with these 3 points. I actually probably wouldn't spend them there. Maybe I'd put them over here, drop them into Naked Rage. But this is about what the build will be. Groggy is saying to calculate the number of troops someone has, subtract 50 million from their score, and then divide by 10. Huh, okay. So right now, King Talib has probably 4.1 million T5s. Cool. What are good commander pairings with Pelagius? All the cavalry commanders, and some general commanders as well, like Joan of Arc will be fine. Boudicca will be great. In fact, Boudicca is probably one of my top picks, honestly, if you're using a non-cavalry commander. Yeah. How about getting the extra troops for Boudicca? I don't think this is worth it, because it's too many talent points to get that. It's too many talent points for not enough value. Like, if you're bringing all cavalry, like, this is still value. It's not amazing value, but it's still value, and 9% march speed is really great. All this over here is giving you march speed. That is value. It's really great. I would not sacrifice all that march speed for 3% more troops. You know I love march speed a lot, and a part of the reason that we mention that is that, like, look, we're the Ottoman Empire. We love march speed so much that we're using a civilization that gives us march speed instead of using a civilization that helps us train more troops. That's how you know we're really serious about that. What is happening in Kingdom 1337? Good question, but if Death Squad and King Shard are there, you know they mean business. You know they mean business. Should I invest in Herman? Herman's a good commander. I like Herman. Depends on what other commanders you're using, but I think he's a good commander. All right. I think it's about time for us to wind it down. Time to wind it down, my friends. We have enjoyed this power hour and 12 minutes cruising along here, rocking out in the live stream. There were some freaking crazy donations in this stream. A ton of donators. 100+ donation from King of Armenia. $250 from King Talib. Holy freaking jeez. It has been a fun time. I hear you loud and clear that y'all like when we stream. Y'all like when we stream. We should do more of this, huh? We should do more streaming. Man. If there is anything that you would like me to cover when we are away, so if there's anything you want me to record a video on, and then, I'm going to queue up all these videos while we're traveling so that y'all have fun stuff to watch. What do you want me to make videos on? What do you want to see? I want to see your answers to that in the chat. Eager to see what it is you all want videos on. And then we'll wind things down. We're also going to log in to Streamlabs real quick and see if King Talib left a message there when he made those donations. What do you all want me to make videos on? World of Warcraft. You're hilarious, Stephanie. You're hilarious. I used to play World of Warcraft. We got a Gladiator title in World of Warcraft. Season 3, I believe it was. And played a Troll Warrior. We did Shaman Warrior 2v2 to pull that off. We were near the top in a 5v5 running Experts comp, but freaking drama, man. I was having a grand old time, but team broke up. Made me sad. Okay. Let's get a look here at the donation history. And no messages from King Talib. Just straight donations, baby. Straight donations. Nice. What does rage mean? Well, we should answer that question. Rage is the little bar that accumulates when you're battling things, indicating when your next active skill is going to be. This is interesting. People want me to play other games while we're away. So make videos of playing other games and then post them on my channel. I can do that. I can do that. I don't know about that. If someone is saying anything but Shop Titans, someone else is saying play Candy Crush, Dota 2. Oh my gosh, y'all. Well, let me say this. I love that support, that y'all are interested in watching me play games other than Rise of Kingdoms 2 and to go on that journey together. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. On that note, my friends, we're going to head out. Thank you all for showing up to the stream. We had a freaking blast hanging out with you all. Zampa dropping in only Shop Titans at the end. That's hilarious. If you are playing Shop Titans, Zampa has a Twitch channel, and we're learning a whole heck of a lot chatting with him. He's in the top 10 right now in Shop Titans, which is pretty fun. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thank you all tremendously for the donations. It really does mean a lot. Means a lot. Leave a comment with what you want to see next in the videos and the stuff that you want to see while I'm away. This was fun as heck. Thank you, everyone, for showing up big today. Until next time, y'all have fun smashing the kingdom.